to the Eye of Stone here. We're going to finish off Penumbra Overture.
The hunger is becoming rather uncomfortable here. How far away are you? You cannot be far. I am held captive by a wall of stone in the northeast of the mine. As in any drama, there are many roles to be played. You must act the scientist in mixing potions, act the renegade in plots of destruction. On your travels for the tools with which you will fashion my rescue, you may discover the place of my last meal. Be careful. The shiny, solid floor of water is not as solid as it seems. Poor Red was almost swallowed whole. The two foolsy men who plummeted into my domain have long since departed, though not I expect from whence they came. I ate ravenously of biped meat that day, but Red promises feasting only began when the man became pungent, when the stench of life had gone, and only the sweet aroma of decay remained.
Well, hopefully they were dead. Hopefully it didn't wait till it literally started to rot. It's that sort of Goldilocks zone I want to shoot for, I guess. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that through here. Casting me in a bad light.
The hunger is becoming rather uncomfortable here. How far away are you? You cannot be far. I am held captive by a wall of stone in the northeast of the mine. As in any drama, there are many roles to be played. You must act the scientist in mixing potions, act the renegade in plots of destruction. On your travels for the tools with which you will fashion my rescue, you may discover the place of my last meal. Be careful. The shiny, solid floor of water is not as solid as it seems. Poor Red was almost swallowed whole. The two foolsy men who plummeted into my domain have long since departed, though not I expect from whence they came. I ate ravenously of biped meat that day, but Red promises feasting only began when the man became pungent, when the stench of life had gone, and only the sweet aroma of decay remained.
Okay. Got to figure out how to take out that dog by the lake. Because getting to the lake is not optional. try using the element of surprise this time. Okay. I don't think he survived. Okay. Hello, YouTube. The Eye of Stone here. We're continuing our Let's Play of Penumbra Overture. The timing on this one sort of just worked out in my favor. He happened to be exactly where he needed to be when my dynamite detonated, and it looks like it blasted him. He's like impaled on the crate here. I've probably been playing this game for too long. I've also probably been playing games like this for too long because all that was far more interesting and amusing to me than it should be. But it's moments like this that are the ones you remember. Of course, that knocked me ass over teapot off the crate and probably blew Philip's eardrums, and several teeth may have fallen out, but we got the dog. Okay. Lake Utuquac, or however you're supposed to pronounce that. This is all getting to be very otherworldly. The caves and mine that this episode of Penumbra take place in are just a very sort of otherworldly ecosystem. Last Will and Testament of Joe Freeman. Well, that's not a nod of the head to anybody. Final thoughts, 10/10, year 2000. I, Joe Freeman, would like to leave all my personal belongings to my sister May in the knowledge that she will distribute them wisely, and not to my other sibling Gordon. We always used to say, better to die young than never to live at all. I guess we're going to get our wish. I know enough about survival to realize I won't be surviving much longer. Jono, my buddy, I just don't know. My left leg is broken in 3 places, and I suspect I may also have shattered my pelvic bone. 3 hours ago, after we'd set up camp, Jono set off to find some usable timber for the fire. When he got back, he was very excited. I couldn't work out what it was that had got him so agitated, but I went along with it all the same. I should have recognized the signs. Soon after he got worse, he jumped me when I turned away, burying my face in the snow, trying to suffocate me. I still don't know what he found in the ice to enrage him so. Lucky for me, the ground gave way and we both fell. I landed hard on ice and desperately clawed my way onto more solid ground. I was running on adrenaline, didn't notice the pain. I just knew that if I was going to die, I didn't want it to be in the frozen water beneath me. When you fall into a frozen lake, you don't just drown or freeze to death. Your whole body seizes up from the cold. Every instinct tells you to swim for the side, but your body won't let you. You gradually dip under the surface, your last breath expelled when you fell. But you don't drown there and then. Your body shuts everything down, survives on what strength you have left. You can last for an hour just floating there, slowly dying. So now I'm lying here, my soaked Gore-Tex slowly freezing me in place. Me on one side of the lake, Jono trapped on the other. I'm worried about him. From what I can see from this side, his arm is dislocated, his shoulder blade fractured, and his wrist broken. I I can't hear anything he yells, but he looks to be constantly muttering to himself, testing the ice with a crowbar from his pack. I don't know how he can stand the pain or where his strength is coming from, but at any rate, something strange happened to him. Fortunately for me, he can't cross the ice. It'll give way under his weight. The only way to cross it would be to carefully spread your weight evenly across the surface, and he looks in much too of a rush for that. There's a lot of drugs in my system right now. I have another bottle of painkillers. There's enough to finish the job. I always said I'd rather die pushing the boundaries than drift away in my sleep. I guess I didn't mean that after all. I'd rather gently slip away than die cold and bleeding. Well, useless. Well, not entirely. Just an old flare and some painkillers. Alright, well, I had occasion to use one of the 2 bottles of painkillers recently, so... Whoa, this is gonna be fun. It's like that spa. Yes. Disused shed. Who knows how old it is or who last used it. It's like that spa on the island of Thera, only cold. There's something about this I don't remember. There, it's me. I'm inside that box and outside it. I can't get things straight in my head. This looks better than it used to. Boy, this is bad. Solid, but not much as it sees out here. Won't catch me trekking across that. That didn't go so well. Well, we've got to do this. Gotta be. That's where we gotta go. Not really sure. Okay. cells in the ground. Suck to have come all the way over here for nothing. Could be a connecting stranger. Some are useless now. Give me that. Really? Already broken, it can't break again. Probably. Okay. There, it's me. I'm inside that box and outside it. I can't get things straight in my head. I just wanted to say it again. Persona TARDIS. We don't know what they are really, except that they save our game. Neat table. Well, we've done what we needed to do here. I just was not gonna take no for an answer from the Pucha Hall. We say goodbye to Lake Quack. Kind of a neat little aside of this first episode. This game is rather heavy. This place really messed everybody up. But indeed it is just the overture. Black Plague is pretty rough as well. Generally speaking, Requiem leaves me a little underwhelmed, but we're gonna do it. I was very impressed with Necrolog though. You never know. Might be around. wasn't the right thing to do. Must go fast. Damn it!
My brain can barely imagine the feats of action man like heroics you must be performing to save old Red. I am waiting so close now for you to blow down the walls of my earthbound prison cell and release me from this mortal coil.
You don't sound so good, Red. Okay. We haven't seen the last of that. That worm is gonna be back. The chemical. Clearly we need these. The shoe. Okay. Check everything. Open up. Alright. Got all the chemicals. Some of that jerky myself. Magnesium, calcium, barium, chloride, phosphorus, and sodium. Alright. Good. Did you count correctly? Yes, you did. It's like there's a carbon copy of me inside the artifact, except there's more than one. And they're not very good copies. What the hell? Well, that was not fun. Alright, we've already been... to the lake. It's time to head to the incinerator. It's not a job I particularly want to do.
Where are you, my shiny knight? Have you really made it this far? I wait, and yet the pot never boils. I remain trapped in my den of iniquity. Perhaps the gods have toyed with me once more. Sentenced me to yet more years in this place of eternal nightlight. But now, maybe my ill advice has ended you. Have you rung death's doorbell? Please don't leave poor Ren all alone once more, like all the others.
You're the one who's going to leave me. Let's see. phosphorus, barium. Let's see, Armstrong's mixture is included in this book as more of a point of interest than as a viable chemical mix. The formula exists as somewhat of a legend in modern pyrotechnics, referenced by those knowledgeable enough to stay away from it as death mix. Its incredible volatility make it unsuitable for almost all potential applications. You need red phosphorus and barium. This mixture can be carefully, slowly mixed to minimize the risk to the chemist. Sulfur can substitute for some or all of the barium to slightly decrease sensitivity. Starting to get kind of abstract here. You don't really know exactly how much. Do you really believe this? Or is there a price to be paid for all that game saving we've done with those strange artifacts? Oof. This just doesn't seem credible, you know. Okay. Close the door. I never see another of these things, I don't know. I don't like them, but at the same time, I know that I'm leaving a part of myself behind each time I go near them. Can I just leave it here? They didn't used to look like this in the old version of the game. They've been updated. Either that or the graphics are just better now. Let's see. Alright. 3 is barium. Phosphorus, sulfur, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, that wasn't it. Yeah, but we don't have sulfur, do we? Badly administered dopamine clouds frequently. Everything. What the hell? There's no way we're making dynamite. However, let's see here. Okay. Well, now, why are they doing me like this? Let's see, because there's no. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you've got A, B, C, D, E, F. So that would imply that the barium we need is either C for 3 or B for barium, and it doesn't seem to be either because C and B don't seem to want to play with anything. Let's see. I'll just see something though. Thing I haven't tried yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. sulfur because it's irrelevant. Let's see. This mixture can be carefully, slowly mixed to minimize the risk to the chemist. And anyway, it can't be that we have... It can't be letters because... The only thing I can think of is... A, B, C, D... There's going to be a lot of iterations of this. This is really stumping me. I just have to like try and think if it's not alphanumeric, in other words, a simple you know, it's like 1 equals A, 2 equals B. I'm trying to think how else I would how else would I identify which chemical is which? I'm trying to think what is the correct approach to this. like I'm gonna run out of. It's not like I'm gonna run out of the chemicals, because this is the. You know, this is like the world of gaming. Those bottles of chemicals are never gonna get used up, but it's like I don't want to have to try to brute force solve this, because that's not going to work. That's just lame. It's like I need to have some reason to be doing whatever I decide to do with these chemicals next. I need to have some let's see. I don't know. Maybe let's try this. Okay. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how I did that. I just had to think for a minute. That was hard. Alright. This is gonna be fun. Steady. Say the floor in here collapsed. Gee. Steady. We're almost there. Boom. Come on. Okay, we get it. You're supposed to be careful with it. Hardy har har. Okay. Yes. Run. That wasn't so smart. Run. Run, 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 run. I remember the first time I played this game, it was like, this door, it's different, newer than all the others. This must be where Red's been leading me all this time. I was like, that sure doesn't look like an ending. I don't like this part.
Good evening. You actually came. There is much that should leave my throat box now, but words elude me. You came, you are so pretty, but I have been bad. The underworld already beckons me, so I suppose one further misdemeanor will change little. It is false pretension, and not guiding light with which I have led you here. I cannot give you the answers you want. You may wish to find what it is you seek, but that is a fiction. You cannot know what it is you sought through the vast leaden doorway, or else you would seek anything else in the world. No, the key stays with me, in here, so the life that has led me, horrible as it may be, is better still than the life that waits for you, hungry behind those doors. As replacements go, you shall be admirably abnormal. But you must wonder why this metal burning chamber is talking to you in the voice you knew only as Red. For it is I, your companion, residing within. You see, I have waited for this day so many years. They won't let me die. They have parts of my head are not my own, and I cannot take my life. It is against the rules. Please, the pain has gone on for so long. All I wanted was a friend, but now the time for chit-chats and marshmallows by the fire has ended, and I hope that soon so shall my life. I have knocked on the death's door for so long. Please, let him invite me in for tea.
Red was infected. He can't even kill himself. Damn it. Almost sounded like there was some regret there. Red, I'm so sorry. Whatever happened to you down here, it's over now. Must be running the last set sequence, it won't turn off. That thing got started, there wasn't no turning it off. It's a mercy killing to finish the job once that thing gets going. You don't dare let it, whatever he was in through, with the shelter and the elevated and the turn gate, you don't survive the types of burns that thing will give you. I do not enjoy that office. I suggest you let me in. You can see Red now sitting here guiding me. Probably be standing here now if it wasn't for him. Why did he have to leave me down here alone? Reams of books. Where did Red scavenge all these from? There's everything from survival manuals to the collected works of Shakespeare and Kant's ethics. If this was how he spent his time, no wonder he spoke so strangely. He must have led a lifetime of misunderstanding. It smells like a sewer. How did Red sleep on this? Maybe he just didn't sleep. Leaving out how Red managed to catch and kill this thing, it's quite clearly inedible. Poor guy must have been close to starving to death. I don't even look at it. Let's see. Poor Red, I'm so sorry. You're at peace now. Well... on his arms are visible now. Not there out of choice, Father looks on aghast. He clutches some notes, shaking hands. He knows what has come, what the man has released. The only one who could stop it. Howard knows the real fear. Jesus, from the stench, I think. This may have been his toilet. How many hours did he spend with this, with his neck in this noose, just trying to end it all? No wonder he was getting hungry. What a final meal. Rationed slugs. Still knowing Red, perhaps he enjoyed them. Electrical panel, funny place to have one. Young Red's predicament. My dearest friend, how are you? I am as well as can be expected. I have some sad news though. A few days ago, there was some kind of collapse, and some of the ceiling of the cave fell in on me. What scares me is that I was in an off-limits part of the mine. They may not look for me here, but if they do, and they find me, I'll be in so much trouble. But I don't think I'll have to worry about that, because I'm not sure I'll be getting out of here. I don't mind so much. I've been working in the mine for about 3 weeks now, and I'm really proud that I can send money home. But it's pretty tough work, and so far you're the only person that's really been nice to me. Plus, I have some nice company down here. There's some friendly, kinda creepy crawlies, and some books I brought from home that I was taking to the rec room. If you think about it, I was really quite lucky I had all this stuff with me. Otherwise, I'd be bored stiff. As it is, I have Shakespeare, Bronte, Nietzsche, perfect bedtime reading. Although, I suppose I might be trapped here long enough that I have to read them twice. I always used to ask my mom how long people survive without food and things. I read how some people can survive underwater for over 5 minutes, and some people last in the desert for weeks. But she always said you had 3 minutes of air, 3 days of water, etc. I suppose I'll probably find out soon enough. I guess if I had to, I could find food around the place. Like I said, there's all sorts of creatures here, but they're better off as my friends than my lunch. I wonder whether I shall starve to death or go crazy first. Either sounds too much fun, I guess, but if I had to choose, I'd say I'd want to go mad. It sounds like an adventure. Tom Redwood, proper mine worker, December 1970. He lasted a good minute. This game takes place in like the mid-2000s. Well, this was Penumbra Overture. I've been a bit taciturn. I'm going to try to step the commentary up a bit more for Black Plague and Requiem, but I get very into playing Overture. It's very atmospheric. The puzzles are challenging and engaging, and you can beat it without too much trouble. It's not that difficult. There are some tense moments. You have to decide if you want to bother sneaking past the pooches or if you just want to kill them. I generally just think I'm not saving any time by sneaking around them like that. You know, you have your health. They weren't doing sanity yet, but Philip does in some sense become unsettled by things, not unlike Daniel does. Not in a way that directly affects your ability to interact with the environment, although maybe that's what Clarence's job is for. What is that? I've never noticed that before. Huh. But this is, kind of a, I think even back then, it was apparent that this episode was just the beginning of something bigger. And, Black Plague certainly delivered on that. I think they began to lose it a little bit with, Requiem. But we will definitely do both of those. And, Penumbra Necrolog is a mod for Amnesia: The Dark Descent that definitely does justice to the original trilogy of Penumbra. And it's, it's kind of a sequel to the trilogy, kind of a reimagining of it, kind of a different take on the same thing, and kind of just tells more of the same story. It's like you watch Inland Empire, and then you watch the special features of Inland Empire, and just an additional 2 hours of more of the same. And it's like, it's interesting, and it adds to the experience, but it's not like it necessarily makes it any more or less coherent. So, with all this having been said, let us proceed. Got it. It's going to work because you're going to open this, and then you're going to cut the power. As I stepped into the mouth of the underground facility, there should have been questions, fears, doubts running through me. Instead, I was torn in two. Part of me, I felt, had died, along with my only ally and friend. His final words had raised more questions than they'd answered, and I couldn't get his screams for help out of my head, despite knowing deep down that the pain I had caused Red was, itself, all the help I could have offered him. I was alone again, but I had nothing to do other than press on into the unknown. If I'd felt so bad about Red. I should have listened to him and stayed where I was. I would trade his fate 100 times for my own. The other side of me was looking forward to what might await me in my continued journey. I felt sure that I would soon find some clue or other to my father's fate, and that he was inextricably linked to everything that was happening. I also couldn't help but suspect that everything I had seen up until that point was just symptomatic of whatever lay beyond the threshold. I know now I was right. Welcome to the shelter, established 1973, elevated caste 4, chief staff 6, lower caste 39, temporary 8, total population 57. Damn it, the mechanism shot, no turning back. I'm just being ordinary at this point. That guy doesn't look so normal. Don't make it easy for them. That the man who had first descended into the mine was no more, and so began my next chapter. There's been a lot of debate about what that actually means. Everybody back in the day was like saying, well, maybe it's not Philip. No, it was Philip in Black Plague. He's speaking ironically, actually. To be continued. Yes, the guy in Penumbra Black Plague is Philip. You heard it here. But I will see everybody back next time for Penumbra Black Plague later.